Hello, welcome to Gloomhaven round 6. Quick note for this round is I've decided to stop using these things on the video because it takes so much time, and then I'm tracking everything through an Excel spreadsheet anyway, so it didn't make sense to keep doing both. So if you're wondering why you haven't seen it, that's the reason why. So round 6, getting ready to go here. First things first is Rat Damon took a short rest at the end of last round. And so Rat Damon has lost 9 hordes. So he lost his other summon. It is now gone. So that summon is gone. Next thing is Ivanta Dai has decided to long rest this turn. So Ivanta is not going to act in this round, and has regained 2 health. So instead of being at 4 HP, now has 6 HP for Ivanta. Okay, so there were a couple of tricky things with this round that I had to kind of just take charge and run things my own way, and I'll explain why as we get into it here. So Big Ben gets to go first this round, and Big Ben wanted to use Wall of Doom, the top part, which is a 2 retaliate and a 2 shield and 2 experience. So he now has this active, and then he wanted to use his trample card, but if you remember, this is round 6. Right before round 5, he short rested, got all his cards back, and then on round 5, he used his trample card. So you can't use it again. So he wasn't able to use that card, so I kind of had to just take a management decision here. And then the other thing is Big Ben wanted to use 2 top moves. You have to always use 1 top, 1 bottom. 1 bottom, 1 top. You can't use 2 tops or 2 bottoms. So instead, I went ahead and used Warding Strength and activated this bottom one. So on the next 6 sources of damage, so the next 6 times he gets attacked, he has an extra shield. So for this round, he would have a 3 shield because he has the 2. And so that's what I did for Big Ben. All right, so he's well protected. He is the closest one to be attacked, so I kind of wanted to make sure he was well protected for this round. If you're wondering what my mindset was for that. Where are we at? Okay, so the next person to go is Living Bones here. And Living Bones drew a 25 with a move and an attack -1. So he's trying to get close. He can't land on a coin, so he's going to go right here and attack Big Ben there. And he's going to attack, he has a 2, but he lost 1, so he's attacking with a 1. And he drew a -1, so he attacks a 0. So he attacked a 0 to Big Ben. But if you remember, Big Ben had his retaliate. So he's going to take off 2 hit points to that Living Bones. So if you notice, Living Bones has a shield. The shield does not count for a retaliation, so that doesn't count. So he's down to 4 hit points. So there. So his retaliate already came into play there. So he attacked him for 0, he retaliated for 2, and took off some damage from that Living Bones there. The next person to go would be Adonis. And so Adonis is over here. Adonis is another one where I thought he was going to quick rest last round, but he didn't quick rest. So I kind of had to use his last 2 cards he had in his deck and go from there. So Flamethrower was the card, first card chosen, and we're gonna skip that and just move 2. So 1, 2, so he's in range here. And then Adonis is going to use Ink Bomb, the top part, because he used the bottom of the last card, so he's got to use the top part of this card. You can see he activates the Night spell, so we'll put that there. And then he's going to attack 4 plus 1, so he's going to attack 5 into this target range, which is going to hit all 3 of these guys. And if you're wondering, I did look up the line of sight, and all 3 of these guys fall within the line of sight. So he's attacking 5 to each of those guys. Living Bones has a shield, so he's only being attacked 4, but he only had 4 hit points. So Living Bones is dead. So he's gone. And they put the coin there. And then the Flame Demons, the 2 white ones here, they have a shield of 3. He attacked 5, so it's a 2 hit point attack to each of these guys, and they have 2, and so they're both down to 1 hit point each. So 1 hit point, 1 hit point, and the retaliate range is only 2, so they can't reach him to hit him back. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So they can't hit him. So there's no retaliation there. So he hit them both, knocked them down to 1 HP left with that 5 attack. So really, really good move for Adonis in taking them down. Killed 1 guy, took 2 guys down to 1. He's kind of out in the middle of nowhere where he's not within the line of sight, so no one can really hit him, in case you're wondering. So good. And then we got to... Who went next? Let me look at my sheet. The next person to go is Rat Damon. So little Rat Damon guy. And his summon goes first. And his summon moves 3. So he was going to go 1, 2, 3 because he can't land on a coin. So he's got to go there. And this is just muddle, so it would take him 2 turns to get out of there. And he's going to attack. He attacks 3 plus 1, so he attacks 4 on this guy here. And he has a shield of 3, so he attacks 1 hit point. He only had 1 hit point left, so he is now dead. So good job there. We're making progress now. So we got this guy with 1 hit point, this guy with full health at 5 there. And then what did Rat Damon want to do? He wanted to use Submissive Affliction, the bottom part, which is force enemy within range of 5 to attack 2. So he wanted to force, and remember I did check this, this is within range. He wanted him to attack him for 2. So he attacks him for 2. If you remember, he has the 4 shield, so he doesn't lose any damage. But he retaliates. He still retaliates, even though it's a monster, because he got attacked. And so he's going to retaliate with a 4 attack on a dude with 3 shields. So he takes off 1 hit point, and now he is dead. So, good retaliation there. And he is now gone. And that was a good move. I really like that move. I was kind of limited on what I could do with Rat Damon because he's way down here and he doesn't have a lot of range, and he can't really attack without being next to someone, so he'd have to go running in. And so I figured, hey, I can at least make the enemy attack from a distance, and that's what I did. His next move, Parasitic Influence, is just a heal 2 and attack, but there's nobody within range, so it's just a waste of a card. Because I just really didn't have anything to do at this point. He's way over here, so I would have to run over. And if you noticed, the first move, this bottom move, usually a move is on the bottom. So since I used the bottom move, I didn't have any other moves on top where I could move and get in there. So that is why I just basically just burned a card, nothing really to do. All right, so we got one enemy left, and that's because the Flame Demon drew a 77, so they go last. There's no ice to eat. If there was an ice magic, he would suffer 1 damage, but there isn't, so that just stays the same. He has no move, so he can't move, but he does attack 0, and he does have range. So he's attacking this summon here, but he drew a -1, so he's attacking 3. And so this summon takes 3 damage. Where's my summon card? There it is. Takes 3 damage. He has 4 health, so he has 1 hit point left, so he barely survived. When I was putting it together and I saw this, I was like, oh, he's dead. And then I was so glad he drew a -1. I was like, all right, he's alive. He's alive. So we need him to get out of there quick next round. Hopefully this elite Flame Demon doesn't go first. But that's where the round ends. Great progress there. We only got 1 bad guy left. He is tough, though. He has the 4 shield. He has the 4 retaliate. He has the 5 move range, the 4 move, and the 4 attack. So he's very, very tough. And he has full health. So that's tricky. That's tricky. Just remember, shield, if you have something that says pierce, then that does take away 2 of the shield. So for example, this pierce 2 would mean instead of him having a 4 shield, he would have a 2 shield. So he'd only block 2 of it. So that's what that means. So 1 guy left. Not bad. We did all the work while Avanta here sat on her butt and did nothing but heal life. So great move. Adonis really set the pace by hitting all those guys. Big Ben got us started with the retaliation. Rat Damon got the summon got involved. Rat Damon with the retaliate was a good plan. Very, very good round. Really glad the way that one kind of turned out. So remember, he is on a rough terrain, so he can only move 3, so 2 spots are going to be for him just to get out of there and then basically go here, 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 or here. So he's still in range. So if we don't kill this guy next round, he's screwed and pretty much dead. So just keep that in mind. We do have loot up here. We do have a treasure chest right here. And then we have to go south and take on what's in there. But we get Ivanta back. Hopefully she stays out of this loot area, doesn't just run in there and steal all the loot, because she didn't earn it. But that's how it goes sometimes. So all right, hopefully you enjoyed round 6. Until round 7, catch you next time.